Hello, Jessica Johnson here. I'm excited to share with you my venture idea, which is called Clear, and the tagline is for an open book flight. There we go. Okay, I'd like to introduce Carl. Carl has 6 kids, and he likes to travel a lot with his kids, but he doesn't like getting dirty looks on the airplane with his kids. He's not the only one who has a hard time on airplanes. For instance, Caleb, down in the middle, he has an injured back. So when he travels on planes, he has to stand up and sit down frequently. Or there's Finn, who has a fear of dogs. And whenever there's a dog around him on the airplane, he has to be moved because he starts crying. Or Susan, former ticket agent. She had to help passengers find seats that would work, which means sometimes changing them around last minute, which created a lot of work for her. I myself have this problem because Carl is in fact my husband, and those are my 6 kids. So the solution. The solution is to have a way for passengers to be happier in their seats through being able to communicate information about themselves and through being able to trade seats. We're going to do this through 3 main features. The first is seat swap. Seat swap is just how it sounds, peer-to-peer, where they can ask another passenger, hey, 17C, can you trade spots with me? And then that person could decide if they want to or not. Declarations, that is where the passenger voluntarily says something about themselves. For instance, I would say, I am traveling with 6 kids. I think that the plane should know that. Maybe your declaration is I'm 6'5" and I have a hard time fitting in the chair. Whatever it is, I have an allergy. I have to frequently go and check on something in my bag or whatever it may be. That is where you make those declarations. So when the seat swap comes up, the person can look at other people's declarations and say, "Ooh, it might not be a good fit. I can't sit by something like this," or maybe it's a good fit because I don't mind being by dogs or whatever it is. The other feature is a thank you note. This is to show appreciation for passengers who maybe did swap seats with you or who were patient with your kids. And then the last feature is sharing your trip on social media. So the competitive analysis, there are not too many competitors that directly have the features that Clear does. DevPost would be the closest because it has a seat swap, but our company has declarations, which makes the seat swap a lot more accurate. It's not blind. And so they could see what's around them, which makes passengers a lot happier. All the other ones are mostly looking for available seats and then rating the comfort of seats. So the revenue model will primarily be based on ads, which you can see at the top, and then also through purchasing, viewing other people's declarations for $1. This is per person per flight. So if I have a connecting flight, I would pay $1 for each if I wanted to see each of the details. And you can make declarations for free because we want all that information coming in. You can install the app for free. You can seat swap for free, but if you want to see other people's declarations, that would be where the purchase comes in. Our go-to-market plan is to hit the Western travel hubs hard. First, Seattle. I'm going to move this up so you can see a little bit better on the right. The reach. We're going to focus mostly on Seattle because that is the biggest city next to me, so I feel I know it the most. And we're going to start with social media and YouTube ads. And then eventually we want to be able to reach the 853 million passengers in the US that fly per year. And that number is actually increasing. It's up 30% from the year before because of COVID. And then lastly, we want to partner with airlines and so that we are offloading kind of like a self-checkout at a grocery store. We're doing some of their work for them. Right now it's only me, but we plan to also get a software engineer and a business manager. We want a March 2025 release, and so the ask is $4,000 just to keep that rolling. So in closing, I would like to point out a quote from Carl that says, passengers would be a lot happier with this app, and that's what we are aiming for. Happy passengers because the flight is like an open book. We know what we're walking into, and we're able to adapt with the information that we are given. Thank you.